All right, so these are the current trades that we did for today. I'm waiting till 9:30, 9:45 because we have Flash PMI. I think that they're gonna do something, so I'm just waiting. Um, Ideally, we could have re-entered here, like with how it traded here, made a lower right shoulder. But because of Flash PMIF 945, I just decided to wait. Um, so I initially wanted to sell here, but as you guys can see, we came and we traded through to. Let me see if I can show you guys. I'm gonna go to MNQ here. There's no need to have NQ. We suffered some losses yesterday with this trade here. We were so close to catching this buy, but we ended up blowing the $1,000 loss right before it happened, and we were so close to catching it. So we're back to the drawing boards. We had over 52,000 in profits. We're down again to 50,524. Um, I'm still trying to find that consistency, as you guys can see. Some days are better than others, and even though my bias was correct here, you know, executing it on NQ was probably what hurt me. I should have just stuck with MNQ so that I could build that capital, and maybe taking slower steps by trading MNQ would have done me better than to trade NQ, which is such a much larger risk. And I think we need to have more capital, more experience, more confidence in our trades when we do so. So we wanted to sell here. I was kind of like, I had just hopped on my charts and I saw this, but I was like, no, I'm going to wait. And of course, it ended up trading lower to the lows here. Let me go to the 5 minute for you guys to see it a little cleaner. Um, I was targeting to at least to here, which is 300 points, but it went down even further. So like 400, 500 points. Then I saw price trade higher quickly, and then I entered to buy after getting stopped out of two contracts here. I entered one contract here for the buy, took profit right near this area, which was perfect because as you guys can see, we found resistance here. And then once I saw this shape of pattern, lower left candle, um, higher candle here, which, creating that kind of bullet pattern. And then this candle closed, we entered right at the open of this candle once it wicked up here, and we sold. And so we entered at 21 190 190 something, and but I shifted my stop loss to break even and then tried giving my trade more room, and we still got stopped out right around there. So we took like a very minor loss of like $10. And then we sold again here, but we also shifted our stop loss because we didn't want to risk anything and got stopped out at break even. We're currently not in any loss because of the fact that we made our money back. Um, we sold here and we made our money back with this trade. And these were pretty much very well protected, so we didn't really lose much with these trades. And now I'm just waiting to see, what kind of reaction we get here. I really do think price wants to go higher. Um, this is like the fourth tap that we have inside of this daily bullish level. I could be wrong. They could want to trade lower and like fill in this daily fair value gap and possibly even trade lower to these lower levels. Because as you guys can see from the beginning of May, from May 9th to the 12th, we had this major gap that still hasn't been filled. And I don't know if maybe that's what they're looking to fill. So we have a minute and a half left before Flash PMI. We're going to wait for that to pass. And then we're going to see what ends up happening. Um, Okay, 1 minute left. I think it's gonna push higher, but we're not entering yet. I'm gonna be patient. What's good, Bruno? What's up, Bruno? What's good, Bruno? It's been a while since we last spoke. How are things going along? Alright, guys, so Flash PMI is here. Let's see what kind of reaction we get, and then once things die down, preferably 10 a.m., we find our entry. I'm not gonna rush into anything just quite yet. Like I said, I do think they're gonna want to push price higher. They had this kind of like sell, you know, bias here. I think they're trying to get to this high here. Let's go on the 4 hour. I want to see how these candles look. So we traded lower, took out this sell side liquidity here. As you guys can see right there. And then we rebounded higher very quickly. And we're currently inside of this area here, from here to here. So this is kind of like the manipulation area, consolidation area that we have currently. So I'm gonna wait a bit till 10 a.m. to see what that next candle, does. That next 10-hour candle, and based on that, we'll make our decision. All right, we got 9 minutes left before the start of a 10 a.m. candle. It does look to me like they want to push price higher, like I stated. Um, we'll have to wait and see what if we get some sort of indication that we can enter price somewhere. I don't really know where my entry would be at currently at this point, if I'm being honest. We do have midnight open around here, and I'm thinking maybe we can dip under it at some point and do something like this. But use this bearish fair value gap as a bullish fair value gap. I don't know if they already did it here, but as you guys can see as well, we did leave a volume imbalance right down here. I don't know if that was intentional for them to come lower one more time and fill in that gap. So we're going to have to wait and see. Remember where he says, hopefully, no.
Ideal é ninguém ter smartphone.